Welcome back to CBC News. We have a developing story coming in on an outbreak of the notorious cardiogenia disease in Calgary. This is the first set of reported cases of the deadly heart virus since the November outbreak of Alberta. Health Canada leaders have set a meeting in place to help curb the virus.
We were able to contain the virus to a degree where it was no longer a major threat to Canada. But what we may be looking at here is a seasonal surge in cases. Heart viruses are rarely contagious, but cardiogenia is among the rare families of contagious vital infection. The second wave could be unpredictable, but we believe many people are prepared and will take the necessary precautions to keep the public safe.
Guidelines will be released soon to ensure the safety of the public. As stressful as this situation may be, the best approach to these issues are to follow proper hygiene practices and to avoid unnecessary risks of exposure. We dealt with this thing once, and were able to hold it off. We all know the dangers of this virus, so we all need to work together to keep our country safe.
Event type is civil. This is an urgent health bulletin for Alberta issued by Health Canada. A deadly viral infection is spreading in Calgary. Health officials confirmed this virus to be cardiogenia, one of the most rare and deadly heart infections. This virus is also contagious. If you experience symptoms of cardiogenia, or observe others showing symptoms, call 911 immediately. Follow proper hygiene methods to prevent contracting the virus. More information will be provided as soon as it becomes available.
Le type d'événement est civil. Ceci est un bulletin de santé urgent pour l'Alberta émis par Santé Canada. Une infection virale mortelle se propage à Calgary. Les responsables de la santé confirment que ce virus est cardiogenia, l'une des infections cardiaques les plus rares et les plus mortelles. Ce virus est également contagieux. Si vous présentez des symptômes de cardiogénie ou si vous observez d'autres personnes présentant des symptômes, appelez immédiatement le 911. Suivez les méthodes d'hygiène appropriées pour éviter de contracter le virus. Plus d'informations seront fournies dès qu'elles seront disponibles.
This is a message from the Canadian government in regards to mass looting ongoing across Alberta in response to the previous Alert Ready broadcast. All residents are advised to stay indoors at this time. Lock all doors and windows. Do not take part in rioting or looting. Doing so will result in severe criminal prosecution and risks further spread of the virus. The public's safety is our top priority. All rioters are ordered to go home immediately. Your unnecessary behavior is futile and risks the public's health. Anyone caught looting will face severe legal consequences. Risking the health and safety of Canadian citizens is unacceptable and will not be tolerated by any means. A curfew will be issued soon if riots continue. Please obey law enforcement and take the necessary precautions to keep you and your family safe.
Another cardiogenia case, sir. This is the 65th in the last hour.
Should have seen that coming. Darn rioters acting like savage animals. It's this type of immaturity that leads to problems like this. All this did was spread the virus further, and I heard that some rioters fled Calgary to escape arrest. This is going to hurt us so much worse. Nurse, we need to prepare rooms immediately. Start discharging patients of lower significance and prepare. I know this seems harsh on the other patients, but we have to do this. I fear the cases will escalate further due to the rioters. We need more rooms available immediately.
On it.
This message has been authorized for transmission by Health Canada in response to an impending outbreak of the heart killer virus in Alberta. The second wave of the virus originated from Calgary, but has since spread to other cities of the province. Nearly 500 cases have been reported, and death tolls continue to spike. The spread of this disease to other areas are believed to be caused by fleeing rioters. Due to this, a threat is present to the neighboring provinces. To prevent this, we are working to implement guidelines and restrictions to help prevent the deadly spread of cardiogenia. Please refrain from looting or rioting, as it only risks the safety of the public further. We will continue to monitor the outbreak of cardiogenia. Please remember, this is a deadly contagious virus. Please keep off of public use materials at this time. Guidelines will be released soon. Thank you for your time.
Attention citizens, this is a community bulletin. Please get indoors immediately. Cases of cardiogenia have been confirmed in Vancouver. Please take the proper precautions and quarantine yourself for at least 10 days. This is a deadly disease. Please remain calm and take precautions now. Thank you.
Attention citoyens. Ceci est un bulletin communautaire. Veuillez entrer immédiatement à l'intérieur. Des cas de cardiogénia ont été confirmés à Vancouver. Veuillez prendre les précautions nécessaires et vous mettre en quarantaine pendant au moins 10 jours. C'est une maladie mortelle. Veuillez rester calme et prendre des précautions maintenant. Merci.
Back with some more breaking news in Vancouver, as cardiogenia cases continue to rise in the city, and unfortunately, the death toll is high and continues to rise. It cannot be said enough how dangerous this virus is, and hospitals in the area call the Vancouver outbreak a living nightmare.
It's just terrifying, you know? Everything happening so fast. Patient after patient dropping dead within a couple hours of diagnosis, and then more patients plugged in. Just a nightmare on repeat, and it's so much to take in. Never in my time have I ever dealt with such an emotionally draining situation. We have to stop this.
Tension among civilians rise as rumors come out about a potential lockdown in the coming days. Many are protesting against the potential coming
This is an activation of the Alert Ready system. Stop, listen, respond.
Il s'agit d'une activation du système Alert Ready. Arrêtez, écoutez, répondez.
Go home, lock all doors and windows immediately. Mass rioting is underway in Vancouver. This is a dangerous situation.
Rentrez chez soi. Verrouillez toutes les portes et les fenêtres immédiatement. Des émeutes de masse sont en cours dans Vancouver. C'est une situation dangereuse.
Do not participate in riots. You may be arrested, injured, or killed. Rioting only risks spreading the virus further.
Ne pas participer au EMEUTES. Vous pouvez être arrêté, blessé ou tué. Les émeutes seulement risquent de se propager le virus plus loin.
If this continues, a mandatory lockdown will be initiated to prevent the spread of the virus and riots through the provinces.
Si cela continue, Un confinement obligatoire sera être initié pour éviter la propagation du virus, et EAS à travers les provinces.
Please remain tuned to local broadcasting stations as more information develops on this situation.
This is a disclosed photo of the Vancouver fire. A majority of the city is on fire. All of this horror over a propaganda hijack. This is really pathetic to see the carelessness and immaturity of humanity. And now we basically have no choice but to completely lock down the city. That was something we wanted to avoid, but they have basically forced our hand. We have to do something. People are out of control. The city is burning and the deadly virus is only spreading quicker. We need to shut down the city. Please ensure this message gets to the Prime Minister. Thank you.
Attention civilians! The border is closed! Please back up and return home immediately, or we will have no choice but to use force! They aren't backing up. In fact, they're getting closer. I'm worried they're going to try to storm the border. Get all arms ready, fellas. Attention! This is your final warning. Leave now or we will open fire. Oh my God, they're charging us! Open fire! Holy shit, was that a bomb? No!
This alert is being transmitted at the request of the Federal Emergency Management Agency and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. This is not a test. The first case of the heart killer virus has been confirmed in the United States. The first cardiogenia patient has been contained and isolated in the city of Mount Vernon, Washington. The necessary actions will be carried out to prevent an outbreak in the states. We urge all citizens to remain calm and to stay indoors until the virus has been contained. Take the proper health measures to protect yourself and your family from the virus. Stay tuned for further updates as we work in cooperation with Health Canada to curb this virus.
Thank you for coming to this meeting. The goal of this meeting is to put a plan in place to stop the spread of cardiojournia in our countries. I am happy to announce that a vaccine for the virus is being developed, and we hope to have it out in 2 weeks max. However, 2 weeks is still a large enough time frame for the virus to do more damage, while we wait for and keep our fingers crossed on the development and effectiveness of the vaccine. We must come up with plans to slow it down. We have a plan. Cardiojournia is spreading through 3 provinces of Canada. A new mass outbreak was reported in Regina, and it's way worse than we thought. I believe the best action for Canada is to shut down the 3 provinces until the virus has been contained. The mass riots from the virus has made the spread so much worse. We may unfortunately need to take drastic measures if the vaccine fails and the virus is still spreading. It is not something anyone wants to do, but for the love of God, look at the death toll. Over half of the cases have resulted in death, but due to contaminated substances, it's still spreading. But for now, we will alert the Prime Minister about our plans, and he will act. This is our plan in regards to Canada. The Centers for Disease Control will now share their plan for the states.
Thank you, Health Canada leaders. As I'm sure you're all aware, a cardiojournia outbreak is underway in the state of Washington. As a result, Skagit County has been shut down, and cardiojournia patients are being carefully dealt with as we try to avoid further spread. We are confident in our plans to corner the virus, and I commend you guys at Health Canada for your plans as well. I appreciate the opportunity to work together to help end a very serious public health crisis. Mount Vernon is under lockdown and may remain closed up to 10 days past cardiojournia's containment. We have all seen the effects and catastrophic toll this virus has took on our cities and our people. Our deepest sympathies go out to all affected by the tragic loss of life due to this virus. Please be ensured that everything that can be done about the outbreak is being done. Please do not loot or riot. This is very serious, and we need to end this now. I thank you all for listening, and we wish our citizens and the people of Canada safety and welfare as we look to end this fight for our lives against this deadly viral infection. Thank you.
Event type is admin. This alert is being transmitted throughout all of Canada. This is a national broadcast of the Alert Ready system. Stop, listen, respond. The Government of Canada has ordered a mandatory shutdown of the provinces of Alberta, British Columbia, and Saskatchewan until the virus has been contained. Martial law has been imposed in every major city of the 3 provinces. All rioters will be shot on sight with no hesitation. Any danger to the public will not be tolerated. If you are caught outside, you will be arrested or killed. No one is allowed outdoors until further notice. Military personnel will deliver necessities to your home. Do not approach military personnel. They will drop off the supplies at your doorstep, and once distanced, you will be allowed to step outside your residence and get the supplies. The essentials will be disinfected and will carry proper health supplies. This action was difficult to make, but take heart, as we will be able to enjoy our daily activities again real soon. But for now, we ask you all to be patient and follow all safety instructions. Keep your distance in your household and remain tuned for all updates on cardiojournia. Thank you for listening and stay safe.
Le type d'événement est admin. Cette alerte est transmise dans tout le Canada. Il s'agit d'une diffusion nationale du système d'alerte prêt. Arrêt. Écouter. Répondre. Le gouvernement du Canada a ordonné la fermeture obligatoire des provinces de l'Alberta, de la Colombie-Britannique et de la Saskatchewan jusqu'à ce que le virus soit contenu. La loi martiale a été imposée dans toutes les grandes villes des 3 provinces. Tous les émeutiers seront abattus sur place sans hésitation. Aucun danger pour le public ne sera toléré. Si vous êtes pris à l'extérieur, vous serez arrêté ou tué. Personne n'est autorisé à sortir jusqu'à nouvel ordre. Le personnel militaire livrera les nécessités à votre domicile. Ne vous approchez pas du personnel militaire. Ils déposeront les fournitures à votre porte. Et, Une fois éloigné, vous serez autorisé à sortir de votre résidence et à récupérer les fournitures. L'essentiel sera désinfecté et transportera des fournitures de santé appropriées. Cette action a été difficile à faire, mais rassurez-vous, car nous pourrons à nouveau profiter de nos activités quotidiennes vraiment bientôt. Mais pour l'instant, nous vous demandons à tous d'être patients et de suivre toutes les consignes de sécurité. Gardez vos distances avec votre foyer et restez à l'écoute de toutes les mises à jour sur la cardiogénie. Merci de votre écoute et restez en sécurité.
This is a national alert. The emergency alert system has been activated nationwide at the request of FEMA to inform you of a viral outbreak in the state of Washington. While the virus has a high chance of being contained soon, the Washington state border has been shut down until further notice. We cannot risk further spread of the CRJ virus. Cardiogénia is a rare, contagious, and extremely deadly heart virus. The death toll is considerably high in Skagit County, Washington. If the virus spreads further, we risk more lives of citizens. Health restrictions and guidelines are also in effect for Washington state. Keep off of frequent public use materials, as they could be contaminated. Cardiogénia spreads through droplets, contaminated surfaces, and even sometimes physical contact such as hugs and other forms of contact between persons. For the safety of you and others, please keep social distancing and avoid non-essential travel. These health guidelines are in effect for the entire country. We understand this may seem drastic, but please keep in mind that cardiogénia is no joke, and failure to stop the spread risks this nation and its people. Stay tuned to further CRJ virus updates as they become available.
This is a message from Health Canada with an update on the CRJ vaccine. The vaccine has been deemed effective and will be distributed throughout the two countries very soon. This is a massive win for us in regards to the war with cardiogénia. While the vaccine may not completely stop cardiogénia, the rate of the spread will be drastically reduced, and life can retain normality once again. We will make this public knowledge as soon as possible. We appreciate the Centers for Disease Control working with us to stop the virus. We are getting ready for distribution now. Thank you.
Event type is admin. This is an urgent message for all citizens of Canada. A vaccine for CRJ, cardiogénia virus, has been developed and will be distributed soon. The CRJ vaccine will be available to all citizens of Canada in the next 2 weeks. To be eligible for the vaccination, you must be 5 or older. Have all kinds of identification and medical information on hand when entering vaccination sites. If you do not have proper documents of identification, your vaccination may be postponed until you acquire a valid ID. One will be provided to you as soon as possible. Medical tents will be set up throughout Canada to host CRJ vaccinations. Consult with your health provider before getting vaccinated. In the meantime, please remain indoors until vaccinations become available for all eligible residents. Be aware that after vaccinations are distributed, proper health guidelines will still be necessary to keep others safe. While restrictions will be lifted, certain measures may still apply. The Government of Canada thanks you all for your cooperation during this difficult time. Stay tuned for more information on the CRJ vaccine and the CRJ virus.